you guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another vlog. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for your time and your views. If you are new here, I am a single mom of 3. I live in Austin, Texas. I am a semi-empty nester. I make lifestyle videos, clean with me videos, day in the life videos, single mom videos, you know, just a little bit of everything. Today is currently Friday, November the 12th. As you can see, it's nighttime. The lighting is crappy. It gets dark early now. I'm pretty sure that's the way it is everywhere. So it's Friday. I got off a little bit early. Thank you, Jesus, because this has been a really trying few weeks for me as a parent. It's been rough because I am dealing with a lot. Life has really been testing me in the last few weeks, and I am trying to remain optimistic. I'm trying to keep the faith, but it's hard. You know, it's hard. I'm dealing with, you know, delays with buses. You know, the devil is coming at me a lot the last few weeks as far as like life and my finances, and little things have been going wrong, and I'm just trying to be optimistic and keep the faith, but it's getting hard. But I'm determined. You know, I just have to buckle down and focus, because whenever the devil gets busy, baby, you gotta be focused, because he come to destroy. And so right now I'm just dealing with issues with Devin's bus being late and the delays that are making me late for work. With Devin's bus delays, this lighting sucks. Sorry, y'all. It's late. It's dark. But with Devin's bus delays, I've been late for work a few times, more than I normally have been the whole time I've been working at my job. The transportation department in our district hasn't been notifying parents in a timely manner, which sucks because I don't have time to get him to school. I could definitely take him to school in the mornings if I'm giving proper notification of late bus schedules, but we're not. You know, we're not finding out till 20-25 minutes after we've been at the bus stop, and then there's still another 30 to 45 minutes out. So that's testing me. Then I had my favorite coworker quit on me because she had to go work with her husband because they're being tested with their family. They have a family business, with working with family and kids and stuff. So she had to leave, you know, to go take care of their business, you know, that they have as a family. And so it's just been a lot. Like now I'm at my job. I'm currently the only front desk person, but the great thing about it is they're outsourcing the phone calls now. So the only thing I will have to do at my job is the front desk. But when I tell y'all the devil is so busy, like stressing me out, and I have anxiety, but I'm just not a weak-minded person. I'm strong-minded, but I find that I'm kind of reaching my limit a little bit, but I'm never going to give up, period. That's just not in my DNA, you know. So right now I'm in the process of problem solving, you know, taking problem A, figuring out a solution. If I can't figure out a solution, I just gotta learn to let it go. So right now I'm just in the process of just trying to figure things out, to figure out ways to make my load easier and take stress off of me. Devin's bus has been consistently late for the last month, probably longer, especially this week. In this pay period, I have been late a lot in the last 2 weeks. Almost like maybe about four days out of the week I've been late, you know, and that's more than I've been late a lot in the last year. You know, I get to work on time, but when his bus is late and it's cold outside, I just cannot leave my child waiting at the bus stop freezing while I'm toasty at work. Because one morning it was 40 degrees and his bus was over an hour late, you know, or almost an hour late. So that morning I ended up taking him to school, which made me 15 minutes late. But I don't really care because I've been in my job long enough to where I can do that. But I don't want to do that because, you know, all jobs have their limits. And I don't like being late because it puts me in a frenzy in my morning, and it throws off my whole, mood and what I got going on. So I'm just in the process of now how to, wait out the BS and just get solutions to what I have going on. So one of the ways that I'm going to alleviate, one of the stresses that I have, which is Devin's late bus, which is a big stressor in my morning, is I'm going to take him to school. That's something that I know I can do. I can take him to school in the morning because technically his bus is supposed to run at 7:38. I don't have to be at school till 8. I don't have to be at work till 8:30. The school opens at 8. I can do that. Like his school is 15 minutes down the street. His school is 15 minutes left. My work is 15 minutes right. So we're in the middle. So I can take him to school, and I let his teacher know, one of his teachers know that was going on, which is his tracking teacher. Me and her are really cool. And she even offered to let him, she said, if you have to get there before 8 o'clock, she said, I can let him in and he can sit in my class until school starts, which I know he would be totally comfortable with because he likes her and they're always together, because that's his tracking teacher. She's like the mediator between parents, me, and his teacher. So whenever there's a problem, I go through her or she comes to me on behalf of the teachers. So yeah, we're just going to be car riders. I'm actually excited because I've always wanted to be the car mom, in the car line, but I'm only doing it for 6 months because I never got to do it. I've never been that, drop off mom. If I have, it hasn't been for a long period of time because one of my relationships probably failed or something. I don't know. But, I'm going to be a car mom because it just came to me like, why are you sitting here waiting on this bus when you could just take him to school? You don't have to be at work till 8:30. The school opens at 8. Even if you drop him off at 8, you can still get to work on time. And that is one of the things that I have decided to take off my plate. I don't care if I have to get up at 5:30. It's just going to have to be done for the next 6 months until he graduates. Now, my neighbor's not so lucky. Her daughter's a freshman and she's about to just lose it. So she still has 3 years left. So she actually put her daughter on the middle school bus this morning because she's been consistently late for her first period class that she's been having tests in. And she's actually not doing so well in that class because of the lateness getting to school. Because when they get to school, they just can't go straight to class. They have to go to the attendance office and tell the attendance clerk that their bus was late, because if the school doesn't send out notification, then the school doesn't know that they're late. They're just going to mark them absent. So she's pissed off because luckily she works from home, but she doesn't always have the time to take her to school depending on what meeting she has that day. So, and she's a single parent as well. So right now, y'all just pray for us because we're going through it, trying to get these babies to school and trying to make sure they get to school safely and still trying to do what we have to do to take care of our household. And so a couple of days out the week, she actually had time to take them to school and she let Devin ride with her and her daughter. And I think I took her daughter one day when I was late for work because the bus was late and it was pouring down rain and those kids were out there standing in the rain soaking wet. And I asked her, did she want to ride? And she was like, heck yeah. And I said, well, just call your mom and let her know you're in the car with me. So I get that there's a shortage of bus drivers, and I feel bad for the bus drivers who have these double and triple routes. I hope you're paying them well because I feel like this is the reason why we're in the situation that we're in now, because you probably weren't paying them crap. You need to pay them better, and then maybe people will come back to work. But times are hard and stuff is expensive and people are just not gonna be making minimum wage no more. You can't live off that. You just can't. So right now I'm in the process of just, cutting all the fat out of my budget. I'm just gonna have to make sure that I have my gas, allotted amount of gas in my budget so I can make sure that I get him back and forth to school and me to work in a timely manner, because my boss, my HR manager, she's been late too. Like, and on top of that, her daughter's bus has been involved in 3 minor wrecks in the last month. And I told her, I said, that's because the transportation department actually told us that they were pulling janitors out of their jobs to drive buses. Which, do they even have CDLs? Like, bus drivers need CDLs. So she's been dealing with it too. So she understands, because her daughter's bus has been consistently late. And she was like, I'm about to get my daughter a car. I can't do it, So we're just going to have to keep each other motivated. Plus, my downstairs neighbors has been, like, he's been on one. Like, he has been like, I know one night it was 10:30 at night, and he just started playing music. Like, mind you, he doesn't have, like, little speakers in his apartment. Like, he has, like, the amplified speakers to where, they sit on, like, concert stages and stuff, and in clubs. And I'm like, so you just decide that none of us need to sleep. Those of us that have to go to work in the morning, we don't need to sleep, huh? So I ended up having to call the courtesy officer on him twice, because he's been, like, really disrespectful with his music and not being considerate of others. Mind you, I live over him. What about the people next to you? It's 10:30. He went on to, like, 1 o'clock in the morning. So, yeah, on top of, that other stuff, I've been dealing with that. And I'm telling y'all, it's just little stuff that has been irking me. Neighbor who's not being respectful of the tenants around him. Little things like, financial things that keep, going, like, wrong. And then Devin's school bus, and I'm just like, there's got to be a reprieve somewhere. But you know what? It's going to be all good. We're going to look back on this in about a year, 200 years, and be like, dang, remember that time, Devin's bus was late? You got to worry about that now, So, yeah, we just got to keep each other motivated, because I swear, sometimes I be like a 1 episode away from snapped. Oh, Lord, it's hard being a parent. It's hard being a single woman. It's hard being a parent. And at this point, I don't even know if I have the energy or the mental space to even date anyone right now. If thinking about dating somebody makes me tired, then I don't think I'm in the state to date. Like, I feel like to date, you have to be open. And I feel like I'm just not in a space mentally where I have the mental capacity to even try to get to know someone else, make room for someone else in my mental, make space for someone else in my apartment, because I like my solitude. I'm an introvert. I like my own company, sometimes too much, because I forget to go outside. But I just feel like, because I've been thinking about, like, just hopping back in the dating scene, but it just makes me exhausted just thinking about it. And I don't think that's a really good sign to start off dating someone. Yeah. And then I'm just eating what's left of this ice cream. You guys, this Good and Gather cookies and cream, this is a really good ice cream. It's comparable to Bluebell. Like, as you can see, me and Devin have knocked most of it out. But yeah, and it's funny because my downstairs neighbor just started playing his music, but I can still feel the vibrations from the music, but he has it at a very low tone. So that lets me know you knew you knew that your music was too loud, but you just didn't care. You didn't care. So yeah, how was you guys this week? I hope yours is somewhat better than mine's. Better, not worse. I hope everything is okay. What are you guys' plans for Thanksgiving? Me and Devin will be chilling at home. My son and his wife are going back home, but they're not going to stay long. They're going to leave Thanksgiving morning and come back on Saturday. For me, I just don't want to go home, because one, when you travel, that you spend money. Like me, I'm not going to want to stay with anybody, because there's really nobody to stay with. My dad's no longer here. I would stay at his house, but even if he was alive, I wouldn't stay at his house anyway. Long story. But, not because of him, but because the person he chose to marry, yeah, that's a wrap. But I would want to get a hotel, and there's really no one to stay with. Like, I don't want to stay with any of my siblings because I don't really talk to them much. But so I would want to get a hotel, and that's eating out twice a day. So that's for a couple of nights, plus the gas it takes to drive home. And I have an SUV, so, and gas is not cheap anymore. So yeah, it's just not even worth it for me to go home. And then plus, I wouldn't be able to leave the day before Thanksgiving because the doctor added more patients to the schedule for Thanksgiving. So instead of Thanksgiving Eve, so now instead of us getting off at 1 or 12 or whatever, we're getting off at 2. I think he don't think we will quit on his ass. But yeah. But we're getting off at 2 now. He added more patients to the schedule of our already spread thin staff. So it's just not worth it to me to go home right now. I would have to come back Saturday because I wouldn't want to come back Sunday because I want to have one day of rest. Yeah, I just don't want to spend my days off that I do have traveling. I try to enjoy my days off, just to get in as much rest as I possibly can. And plus, I want to save up for a good vacation next summer. And the only way to do that is to buckle down on my finances, even if it's just a cruise or something like that. Because we haven't been on a vacation since we moved here. And I just want to save up, to go on a really decent vacation next year because I feel like we deserve it. Plus, Devin will be graduating and I don't have the time constraints of a school schedule. Fingers crossed. We're just going to hang out at the house. I may even order me some food because Devin doesn't eat Thanksgiving dinner, so there's no point in me cooking it. May order some barbecue or, find a soul food place that's catering for Thanksgiving. I don't want to cook because, like I said, I'm the only one that's going to eat it. Devin doesn't eat Thanksgiving dinner. Every time I cook, when I did cook, I always ended up having something separate for him. But that was when my kids were living with me. But they're not in the household. So, yeah, we're just going to hang out and I'm going to chill. I am going to watch me some Christmas movies because I'm that person that loves watching corny Christmas movies on Lifetime and Hallmark. So don't judge me. I just am. I'm in love with love, but I can't find love. Go figure. But all right, outfit of the day, OOTD, is my homebody sweatshirt I got from Sam's Club. It actually says homebody on the front. Ignore this stain. I'm pretty much one of those people that when I eat, there's probably about a 75% chance that I'm going to drop something on my clothes. And I'm also wearing my OG straight jeans from Old Navy. If you watch any of my previous video, I think it was my previous two previous videos somewhere off in there. I linked these jeans in the description. They're like a mom jean. Yeah, because I'm 5'7", and I like high-waisted jeans only because they fit me a lot better and they come up high, so they don't cut me off and make me look shorter. They actually kind of elongate me and make me look a little bit slimmer. So yeah, I love high-waisted jeans. Not too high because yeah, I bought some Fashion Nova high-waisted jeans one time, and I am not snatched in my midsection at all. So them bad boys are still sitting in the closet waiting on me to get a six-pack. But yeah, this is today's outfit. Nothing special. Casual Friday. I can't link this sweatshirt below, but because it was like last year sometime, so it may still be available, but I doubt it. Yeah. I'm going to end the video here. I hope you guys have a great night and a great weekend. If you're new here, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.